Stuffies.
Yay, Stuffies.
Cheers. Welcome to Stuffies podcast.
Thank you very much.
Young Matthew and Christine.
I can be here much more often if you want me to be, if we're going to have staffies like this.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Nah, this is a one-time thing for me, man.
It's a good excuse to have a few drinks, you know?
Absolutely. I've got another one if you really want to know.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so I was working this graveyard shift again.
It's always
And-
Graveyard
Yeah.
shifts.
This young man had, bless his heart, put out his tray and they put it out on the floor, right, of the room. So next to the room they put their tray out and he'd locked himself out, but he was naked.
Wait. Butt naked or you had a towel, anything? Or something?
Nothing. He was butt
So,
naked.
okay.
Why?
Still,
So-
the balls on that guy to go
Why
out
would
of
you
his
put
hotel
the tray
room.
out there naked? Like, why would
Well,
you
he
do
was
that?
holding the
He's just a
door
risk
open.
taker.
He said he was holding the door open with his foot and he just was slipping it out, but it wasn't enough and he just made that one step and it closed. Anyway,
This sounds like
I
a
arrive.
Sounds fishy.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, I arrive and I've come up because it had like 10 floors, at least 10 floors. And I would go up my floor, do my circuit, make sure I pick up all the breakfast menus and stuff. Anyway, I came up and I opened the lift and there's this man standing with a little cup and a smile on his face. And I said, hello. And he said to me, I'm so sorry. I says, don't be. And he says, I've locked myself out of my room. And I went, I can see that. And he says, I says to him, listen, why don't you take my penny? So I gave him my penny, little heart-shaped penny, right?
Nice.
But the tackle didn't quite cover, the penny didn't quite cover all of the tackle. But
Jeez.
nevertheless, covered enough.
Good on him.
So he popped
he's
it
out
on.
there, mate.
I said, I'm going to run downstairs and I'm going to grab you your key. Just stay here. And I said to him, I says, at the end of the hall, there's a cupboard. Put yourself in the cupboard. I'll be back there. Because what happens is, at the end of each hall,
Get back
no,
in the
at
closet.
the end of it's funny. I never thought about that at the time. Anyway, I said to him, I says, at the end of the hall, there's a cupboard. I says, pop yourself in the cupboard so you don't upset the rest of the.
Waited there. Everybody else waited in 5 minutes.
Not twice.
The rest of the Muppets are waiting for you. Just
God,
pop in
I
there.
swear to God. I says, pop yourself in the cupboard because that's where we used to put all the trays, right? So this was like a linen closet, but you can pop in there, right? So anyway, I said to him, pop yourself in the closet. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes with another key for you and I'll get you back in. Sure as houses, he popped himself in the cupboard. And I went and opened the cupboard. I said, you ready? And he goes, oh, thank you so much.
I'm ready.
Didn't give me a tip though. I don't know. I don't know.
That.
I don't know. But anyway, so popped him back into his room. He gave me the penny back. So we were all good. So there's my
That's
stories.
pretty cool. That's pretty
Pretty
good
good.
ones.
Yeah, I've got a few
bangers,
more,
man.
but, you know,
I'm gonna
that's
up
okay.
my game on
Yeah.
hospitality stories.
What's wrong with Amber liqueur anyway? It's good.
Mainly because I'm driving and I don't want to take a shot on an empty stomach because your kitchen closed. It's going to get me a steak sandwich.
Next time you got to order that food pre-quiz.
I know, but there was lots of yelling about the sound system and, you know, it's just a lot to do.
Sue was really on you.
She was,
I
very
told her to
animated
calm
tonight.
down, and she didn't listen at all.
Pretty much every time I've spoken to the mic, she did this. Which, for those listening, is she put her hands up and, threw her hands
Went,
up.
what the?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Like, cool, Sue. Cool.
She also
So
said
what
that
else
he's
can I
got to
do?
go multiple times.
He's got to go.
Yeah, like she's making the call.
What does that even mean?
It means you're fired, man.
Yeah, but then she'd rather have no quiz than
Yes.
only slightly hear the
He's
quiz.
gotta
go.
Yeah, oh, that's what she was yelling. I swear to God.
He's gotta go. I think she was convinced it was my mic technique.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah,
she doesn't
I
know I
told her.
speak into a mic for a living.
I told
but
her. I said he's yelling up there. I said there's nothing you can do. I said, it's just we got the speakers aren't coming out.
Yeah.
No, she needs to shut the up
100%.
and listen.
100%.
As soon as we made that mic switch, it
Oh,
was all good.
Yeah, it was beautiful, crystal clear. So whatever that mic has wrong with it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
in
you
the
might
trash.
have
It's in
dunked
the
it
trash.
in a mop bucket or something.
Was
Yeah.
it the same mic?
No, we changed the mic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then it was golden.
Yeah, new mic works. Not sure how everyone is interested in the drama of the quiz tonight, but now they
Hey.
know.
They're interested.
They're interested.
Okay, good.
Who are they anyway?
I don't know. Yeah, good question. Yeah, the listeners, our beloved listeners.
That's right.
If you're out
Beloved
there,
listeners.
Good on you.
Good on
A
you.
lot of spare time on
Get
your
a life.
life. Yeah. Bloody hell. Have a kid or something. Jeez Louise. Does my job at Crown Casino count as hospitality?
Oh,
100%.
absolutely.
Because that is wild, man.
Do you work there now?
I work as I do promo work, so I'm basically an MC
Oh, yeah.
for Crown Casino. Anyway, we did this one game. Anyone from Crown is listening, please don't fire me. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell the story. Anyway, we did this one game where you had to, it was called like Sultan's Riches or something, and you had to like sort of scrape through a Perspex box full of different coloured pebbles. And you had to find as many red pebbles as you could. Every red pebble was worth $50. And there was like 10 in there.
So
or
you just
something.
do this on like a Saturday night on the gaming floor or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, totally. So this is like my first shift ever. It's the first thing a game I've ever hosted, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need someone to come up and do the. I draw the name out. This dude rolls up. He's ready to win. I'm like, first person goes. She's doing amazing, scratching through the pebbles, picking out the red ones, like amazing. She won like $450. Next guy gets up. And we're like, hey, you understand? You have to pick out the red pebbles, none of the other pebbles. Every red pebble's worth $50. He's like, yeah, I'm good to go. We're like, all right, mate, go for it. And he starts going, and he picks out a red pebble. I'm like, good. And then he picks out a yellow pebble, and then a green pebble, and then a white pebble, and then another green pebble. And until I stopped there, and I was like, dude, it's.
Are you colourblind?
Yeah. I asked him, are you colourblind? He was like, yeah, as if it was like obvious. And I was like, well, you probably should have told me that before you started playing this
Why did you
colour-based
choose
game.
to play that game?
I was like, anyway, it's no worries. We'll start again. You can choose a proxy. That's part of the terms and conditions. You can choose someone to compete in your place. So he has a little scan over the crowd and goes, that lady there. And there's this Asian lady. He's like, yeah, I'm down to do it. And she rolls up. You had to put on gloves to scratch through. It was like a hazard
make it
for some
harder,
reason.
or?
No, it was like a health and safety thing, so you didn't hurt a nail or anything. Anyway, she was like, can I only put on one glove? And I was like, no, you have to put on both gloves. And then she lifted up her hands, and she had one hand and then another hand that was kind of like
club hand.
yeah, like not even. It was like a baby's hand in like a
You
fist.
see those people in the casino, those sort of deformed people?
And I was like, oh man, how many? Like, I just felt like she was going to choose a proxy, and that person would have a problem in some way. But she was
go
not
right
allowed to
one-handed,
compete.
just like-
She was not allowed because you have to do it with both hands.
Yeah.
So
But
they
that's a
chose a
rule.
different proxy, and they rolled up and actually did it. It was amazing.
Well, you
After
can't. You disqualify for it because you can only use one hand.
You can only use one. Well, you have to wear both clubs. I don't know. Something
She
to
could
do
have probably
with.
sued you for that.
You
I
could have
reckon.
still put the
You
glove
reckon?
on.
Well, she wasn't going to win any money. She was a proxy. She was doing it for this colourblind guy.
Oh,
anyway,
I'd be in half, man. I'll be giving you
Yeah, I
the
should have
tip.
hit him up
Using my hands.
100%.
He's in my hand and a half.
props to him for being like, I've been colourblind all my life, but this is the one time I'm going to know what a red pebble looks like. Let's do this.
He thought his
Yeah.
colourblindness was just
But you know
about
what?
Or he thought they were all red, and he was like, I'm killing it. I've made like 10 grand, bro.
This is easy.
Do you reckon Cameron's going to come?
I don't think Cameron's going to come.
I think at this point it's
He's
it's fair to
probably
rule
tucked
Cameron
up
out.
in bed and
I
going
think you can
nine
safely
eyes.
call it that Cameron's not coming. Hang
He
on.
had some sort of show he reckons warming up for his shows in the weekend.
Cameron always says a lot.
Yeah,
of
he's
things,
got
doesn't
his Perth Comedy Festival shows.
you already
this
done
weekend.
yours?
Mine are all done, dusted. I'm
Go
out of
good?
it. Well, performance-wise, yes. Sales-wise, no.
Huh?
So if you're listening and you'd like to come to my show in the past, I'd really appreciate it. Thank
Have you got anything coming up?
Yeah, a bunch of things. I'm emceeing at Little Creatures in Fremantle.
Who's there?
Comedy
Who's on the
Lounge.
bill?
I'm not sure, but I know Peter Hellier's in town, so he could
cool.
be there. I'm not going to
Wait,
promise
hang on,
that.
he could be.
He could be. Well, there's
What is
another
this?
comedy lounge in the city that he's probably going to spend most of his time in.
If
but-
he's in town, he could be
could
at the Seventh Ave as well. That's possible.
Oh, totally.
It's
It could be anywhere.
He will be here.
It could be on the street.
He's heard of our parties.
Could be in your backyard. Make sure you check.
He could be.
Peter Hellier's known for a bit of.
Who's
sneaking around.
the most famous person you've been on the same bill as?
Ooh, well, it depends. I mean, sometimes some people are really famous, but like no, especially in comedian world. Do you know
Yeah.
who Stephen K. Amos is?
Yeah, but he comes here all the time, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. Well, he's pretty famous. Been on the
Yeah.
same bill as him. Arch Barker.
Oh,
Oh
yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty famous. Been on the same
Thank
bill as
God
him.
you're here. He was
Yeah,
on that. He
yeah,
used to
bit
be
of
on
that.
that.
Tom Ballard, do you know who that is?
Yep, the
yeah,
Triple
been
J
on the same
guy.
bill as
Yep.
him. I haven't been on the same bill as Peter Hellier. I have been on the same bill with Tom Gleeson before.
Oh, Gleesy?
Gleeson, Old Heart Chat. Yeah,
What?
Hard Chat? That's his show. Hard
Is
Chat.
it? Okay.
Okay, you don't know.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think.
Yeah.
I didn't know
He
the
does
name
like little.
of it.
He has like
Sort of like political.
it's sort of like Between Two Ferns, the Zach Galifianakis show.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Ah,
Who's
okay.
your favourite
check it out,
comedian?
though.
My favourite comedian? Oof. That's rough because it's like with your favourite movie where there's like, I have one that's close to my heart and I would consider my favourite, but I don't think he's actually the best comedian I've ever heard.
So who's that?
I think the funniest comedian I've ever watched is John Mulaney or Bill Burr. It's between those two.
Yeah.
I love
Very-
Bill Connolly.
Bill Connolly.
Oh,
he
he's
did you?
He loves
hysterical.
it. Huh?
He did you?
I think he might be. All I know, he definitely is losing it.
I think he's not far off Dear Day.
No, I think you're right. There was that. I remember reading something.
I think
about
Should
it.
I
got
ask?
like-
It's not technically Googling if I ask Siri.
Okay.
Hey Siri, is Billy Connolly dead?
No, he's not. I can tell you that.
Billy Connolly was born the 24th of
No, he's 76. He's still alive. He's still kicking people.
76 years old.
He's not far off though.
76, yeah. Well, he's getting close
No,
to
but
the
he's
age
got some
expectancy.
serious illnesses.
Yeah,
I think
got
he's starting to lose it.
Parkinson's.
I'm pretty sure
He's-
I've heard that he's starting not to recognise people and stuff like that.
And that's a terrible shame because
It
he's
is.
a very funny man.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
sharp individual, and was great in The Hobbit as the dwarf that rides a pig. I don't know if you've seen it. It's pretty good. Okay. Niche reference, man. Niche reference.
All right, let's wrap this up, hey guys.
Okay. Thanks for having me, man.
No, thanks for coming
Thanks.
on. Thanks for filling
Having a
in
good time.
for Cameron, who is terrible at turning up for this.
We hate Cameron. Cameron, we hate
2
you.
out of 2.
He's in bed sleeping.
Probably.
Nah,
Trust
he would
me.
just be smoking cones after his concert.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
He will be.
Wait,
Oh,
Yeah,
is he on a concert tonight?
Oh, not concert.
Concert, yeah. I was
His-
going to say concert.
His show. He
God
did a
damn.
show, comedy show.
Where at?
I think he just
cares?
made it up.
Who
Probably
cares?
just at his house.
Probably just
No
wanted
one
me to do this,
cares.
but here I am.
He just
Thanks.
didn't want to do this. He's just
Alright.
having a down day.
Well, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming on, Christine. You did great. I loved this 2 stories.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I have a couple more, but you know,
I'll
I'll
save
leave
them
that
for
for
next
another
time.
time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Special, yeah.
What else you got? Like, give us a little teaser.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Come
Okay.
on.
Nah.
Save it.
Nah,
Save
nah.
it. We'll save it. All right.